Hi guys, it's me again, Justine, and what I wanted to talk about today is our past and how to get over it. So this morning I was a little bit upset. Tried to not be too upset, but I actually made this video yesterday and accidentally deleted it, so here I go again. The past, how to get over our past, moving past the past is what I call it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that there's only one time where it's okay to be upset about our past, and that time is when it's not actually our past. A lot of people are holding on to things that have happened, a week ago, a month ago, years ago, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. But what I don't want to talk to you about today is what you're currently still going through. If it's a behavior or something that's bothering you that you're still going through, then yeah, I have some tips and tricks on how to move past those things and how to hopefully better those issues in your life. But just understand the difference between something that's actually in the past and something that no longer applies, and something that does still apply, and something that really needs to be worked through. The conclusion that I've come to recently is that there are three different kinds of past. One is our inner past. If you really think about your past and why it's hurting you and why it still has a hold on you, it's because of your inner hurt, your memories. The memories will be the death of you. That's the inner struggle that we go through. The second kind of past is a past that our peers remind us of, whether it be family or friends. Like I said before, if it's something that you're still doing and someone's giving you a hard time, then it's not actually your past, and it is something that you need to work through. But if you have things of your past that are truly of your past and no longer apply, and they're being held against you, I seriously recommend working on what I like to call your people pool. A lot of people say that those peers don't necessarily influence you. I have to completely disagree. I think that the people that you surround yourself with will completely influence your life. But with this specific example, if you have people who are constantly holding against you things of your past, I really think it's important to remove those people, talk to those people, work it out with those people. And if they are the people that you have hurt in your past and that's part of what you're holding on to, get closure with those people. The third thing that is a big factor in us hanging on to our past is our past materialized. And it's probably the most harmful thing, and personally one of the things that I have struggled with before. And that's when your past is in form of letters, is in form of text messages, probably the biggest thing, in form of you going on to someone's Facebook of your past, messages that you can't stop looking at. For me personally, what I found helpful is to constantly remove those materialized factors. If you have to burn letters, if you have to block people, if you have to ask people to block you because you have no self-control, if you have to clear your phone of text messages after every argument that you're having, those are the things that you need to do to protect yourself, and it's completely okay to do that. So the biggest kind of advice that I can give you guys on how to get over your past, and the reason why I wanted to do this video in the first place is because I recently asked, what is it that hurts you the most? When you have time to stop and think and nothing else is going on, what is it that's bothering you? What is it that hurts you? And summed up the responses that I got, whether through message or comment on that status, or was the past, things that you've dealt with, whether it be your childhood, past relationships, mistakes that you feel like you've made. We are human. It's not always the best excuse to give, but it is the reason why we make mistakes and that we're not perfect. What makes you different from someone who continues to make the same mistakes and someone who gets no closure is making right and standing right with those mistakes that you've made. Have you reached out to people that you've hurt? If people have hurt you, have you reached out to them and even told them that they hurt you? Are you getting closure? Are you resolving your issues? Because a lot of the time when we are hanging on to our past and it's still hurting us today, it's because it's an unresolved issue. So whatever it is that you need to do, if you need to write a letter, if you need to write a message, if you need to vent to someone inside of the situation, outside of the situation, if it's something that you need to go to therapy for, pray to God for, talk to family and friends about. Make sure that you're getting your closure, because that seems to be, from my experience and from what I see around me, the number one reason why there's so much hurt over our past. Another thing I think everyone should ask themselves is it actually your past? A lot of hurt comes from a past relationship, right? Somebody may have done something to hurt you. That's not your past, that's not your dilemma, that's not your burden. Yes, it hurt you because it happened, but it's not your burden to carry, it's not your situation to fix or get closure on. Make sure that anything that you're dwelling on, if it was a parent that hurt you that you feel like didn't treat you the right way, family, whatever it may be, make sure, really analyze it. Is it actually your past? Is it your issue to deal with? If it's not, vent about it, get your closure, and move on from it. It's not your burden to carry. And we've all seen the memes, right? It's either a blessing or a lesson. It's both. Every single thing that you go through is a blessing and a lesson. There's a reason for it. Don't take that reason for granted. Don't let that lesson just pass you by and learn nothing from it. Don't keep making the same mistakes, or your past will always be your present and always be your future. Just really make right with those things and make sure that you're not continuing to do. That's how you're going to break that hurt. That's how you're going to break those chains that you're carrying, where you're so held back by your past. Make sure you're standing right, make sure you're fixing your problems and getting the closure that it is that you need. So I hope you guys found this useful. It's something that we all go through, that I've gone through, that I'm still going through. You know, the past is in the past. There's nothing that we can do about it. All we can do is work on our present, so that when it is one day our past, the hurt is gone and we're past all of that, past our past. Thanks guys, bye.